We are going to be making a lovely dish today, a all-in-one pot for you. And I have some ackee here, and I have some saltfish over here in soak, and this is some susumba. So I am going to be making some seasoned rice with ackee and saltfish and all these nice seasoning going in there. Scallion, thyme, garlic, onion, bell peppers, tomatoes, right? And it's going to be a very delicious dish, a very nice dish, right? I have Aiden in the house here with me. His uncle just picked him up at from the school bus, so he'll be going home shortly. And then I have some nice chicken here to season up. I'm gonna brown stew this chicken down too, right? And here is my codfish in soak. I have some seasoning here that I'm gonna be rubbing onto my chicken over here, right? You have seen me do this seasoning all the time, right? So we are going, here's my seasoning that I have here, and I'm going to put a little touch of soy sauce on it, just for a little coloring. So that will be it. And then now just watch me along the journey what I am doing today. I'm going to take you through the stages of doing this, right? So right now I am going to put some seasoning on this. I'm going to be putting in a little chicken seasoning in there. And I'm going to be putting in some Slap Your Mama here. This is a seasoning that I am using. I'm just going to be sprinkling on some onto it. And remember, these seasoning are salty, so we don't want to use no whole lot of salt into the food. Going to be sprinkling on some paprika, smoked paprika. Going to be doing some black pepper. Oh no, black pepper, sorry. Messiah sauce. I'll put in the soy sauce when I'm ready to put in the natural seasoning. Right, so this will just soak for a little while until I wash off my hands and get my natural seasoning in there. Okay, this is some thyme that I'm putting in there. And I'm going to cut up some garlic, but first I'm going to give it a little beat. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for this stainless steel cutting board that you sent to me. Appreciate it, my love. It's not only good, but it's pretty on the countertop. 1 minute. Okay, that is good enough coloring for it. Nice. So just going to cover this down for a few minutes. And then I'm going to be browning it up. Okay, this is it. I'm going to give it a little cover. I'm putting in some oil into the pot. I'm going to brown up my chicken. And like I said, you know, if I have too much oil in my pot, I always skim it off. Browning up nicely. Here. And then I'm going to put it down after We get done with it right here. Nice. Okay, this we're going to be cooking this down for those of them who want to eat some chicken with them rice. But they're not used to the Ackee seasoned rice, you know. They're always looking for meat for eat with the rice. And this dish that I am making, I am dedicating this dish to Errol, aka EW, our friend from Jamaica. So this Ackee and Susumba seasoned rice. And don't forget your Errol, and don't forget your rice. This is dedicated to you. Taking out this here. Get browning up nicely. Don't want them too dark. Just want them to have a nice color. So here, use them 2 little pieces here for that's me. So I'm going to put this piece here. Just pulling out the little fine bone. Now bone into this part and this part here. Bone into this part, and I don't want my saltfish to be too small. And if you notice, I don't boil my saltfish. I'm picking it up. Right, so there it is. Nice. Okay, this is my last batch of chicken going in here. Then you will just see what I am going to do with this pot here. To all my Susumba lovers, otherwise called gully bean, right? This dish is for all of us. Right? My children them don't like it. But I will swap you meat for it every day. I love it. I'm bailing out the oil out of this. Okay. Now I am going to be putting in my onion. Yes. A little here. Nice like a pound of rice. I'm going to switch pots and put the chicken over here. Remember I had put the chicken them in this pot here when I took them out of the frying pan. So nice. Okay, I am just going to let this steam down into the Dutch pot, and then I am going to put on my Ackee Seasoned Rice. So here it is now. This is going to be steaming down in there, and I'm going to be putting on that pot in a little while to cook down my Ackees. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back at you. Family, this is the Ackee Seasoned Rice time. So now I am going to put my Elise, you want to see how I do this? I'm going to ask you please to send a pad of the Ackees for me, and how, if you find one with cleaning the Ackee, to send it to her for me. Right? She want to know how to do it. Alright, so this is the Ackee that I am putting in the pot here now, and I'm going to let it, we just call it, so I am going to let it boil a little bit more, right? And then when it's cooked, I will show you, because this is, if you notice, this is still hard. See it here, it is still hard. See where the fork is? You need, when you cook it, the fork go right through it. So this is not cooked properly yet. So it's in the water here, and I am going to season up my water to make my seasoned rice. So here is some thyme. I am putting in there, and I'm going to let it boil. And then in a little while, I'm going to put some peppers and garlic and onion and put in my susumba. I don't know if you all know, everybody know what is susumba, but this is what it looks like. Gully bean. This is cooked already too. Normally they're green like the pepper here, right? But when you boil it, it get this color. But we cannot bring it into the country unless it's cooked. So that's why this is already cooked. All right. So I'm going to let that boil for a little while. I'm going to put in the seasoning, the susumba, my piece of saltfish over there, and then make it cooking for a little while, and then I will be putting in my rice and a little butter, and you will see the rest of it, and you will also see chow down time. Okay, this is my chicken over here doing its thing. It's taking its time. If you notice, it's not bubbling plenty, it's just steaming because it's lightly brown. So it's just seasoning up here now. And we have a little bit more seasoning to put on it. Alright, so that is it. And we're going to put some more pepper into the chicken. So just watch us as we go along. Alright, this will cook in for a little bit more. So just stay tuned and just watch me with my Ackee seasoned rice. I think this is my favorite seasoned rice. This one here. I don't love to share it. Here, I am going to put in my onion, my garlic. Going to put in some, in a little while I'm going to be putting in my saltfish. My rest of my seasoning here, but I'm not ready for this yet. And I am going to put in a piece of scotchy. And I'm going to show you, Elise, when I'm ready, when I show you how the ackee is cooked. But if I don't do this now, it's going to mush away by the time I show you how to cook it. Putting in a little pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper. I know you love your pepper, Miss Elise. So I'm giving you a lot of pepper. I love pepper too, but I can't do it like you. This is tomato, and this is bell pepper, the green one and the red one, and some scallion here. Then I'm going to put in my saltfish and my susumba. Let everything get some flavor in. So this is cooking in now. Yes. Excuse me. I'm going to put in my saltfish over here. And let it boil into it. If I want any form of salt, I will just use a little of the saltfish water to bring up that salt into the ackee and things. I'm going to put in the susumba now too. And this susumba is so lovely because they're young. I don't even want to use all of them, you know, because I have to pinch it because we don't get it here. Nice. This is a saltfish bone. See it there? Putting it in there to flavor it. Put a little bit more Susumba in there. I don't want them to eat it, you know, that's why I don't mind putting in the whole of it. Alright, I'm going to make, well, you know what? Before my ackee gets soft out, let me put in my seasoning. Everything boil into it. Going to put in a green Scotch bonnet pepper. There. Get that cooking now. And before I put in my rice, I'm going to show you at least how the ackee, when the ackee is ready to cook in. I mean to season up, like when you're going to fry up your saltfish. Ackee and saltfish, remember what you say? Ackee and saltfish. So that's when you're going to, when it's soft, you're going to drain off that water off of it. You're going to see it. Oh, I'm going to show you. You're going to drain off the water and then you're going to fry up your seasoning and the saltfish and mix up the ackee into it and put some black pepper. But I will show you the texture of the ackee when it's ready, right? I don't want it mashed up, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Going to cover this down now and let it boil up for a little. A little stick of water, hot water, in the chicken. I'll make it take its time and do it in here. Not much. That is enough. That should cook it. Nice. Look how nice that look. I'm going to wash my rice now to put it in. See it? Nice. I'm going to show Elise. This is the ackee now. You see it? The ackee when it's cooked. You see the difference? That is when the ackee is cooked. So you would start frying up. You're going to drain off that water and you're going to start frying up your onion, pepper, scallion, everything and put it in here. Here, I went ahead and put in a half a pack of bouillon in there. So I'm putting in my rice. Two cups of rice, this is. See it? See how that nice? Wow. Isn't that lovely? Going to put in some black pepper now. And then it's going to take it time now and steaming. Going to put in a little butter in there too. At least you love black pepper, so a lot of people love a lot of black pepper in their ackee. But they tell you not to use too much black pepper. They're telling you that no, not to use a lot. Putting in some margarine. There. I'm not doing this seasoned rice with any coconut milk today. Here. pepper in there. Wow, so nice. Just want a little pepper. All right, and this is going to take a time and cooking. Piece of pepper. I am just going to sit it on top of the chicken here. I'm going to turn down my stove on my chicken here and let it simmer in. Good. Let this just steam down, because you know you have to have chicken into your pepper into your chicken. Alright, so this is just going to stay there and season down. I'm going to put this into my chicken pot. Give me a little speck of browning on it. I don't want to put no more soy sauce in here because I don't want it to get salty. Here, hon. Knock your pot for what? You know it. Finish that for me, Miss Elise. Me here, soon come back here again. One more second. Okay, look at this. Whoa! Look how this look nice. Nice, man. I'm teaching, so Elise, there it is. See it? It is nice and cooked. How you go again? This is for you. Okay, I'm going to stick up my rice and show it to you. First, let me remove this pepper. See it here? Wow, look at that. So nice that is. Seral, remember, you know, you in this, you know. No feel say, you know, in this, you know. Big time you in it. This is a chicken pot. I just moved the piece of chicken from out of the gravy and put it on top of the chicken so it don't. All right, this is the chicken. I just drop it in the gravy there now and let it steam up for a little while longer. The pepper. I dropped the piece of pepper into the gravy. I say it about 4 times by mistake. Dropping the chicken pan the chicken. So, you see with me. You know what I mean when I show this little piece of something here. Is the pepper. See? On top of the chicken here. Right? I just let it stay there. So it don't get, the chicken don't get too hot. Too spicy. And I'm going to turn off the stove under my rice pot now. There it is. Nice and pretty. Look how shelly my rice is. My seasoned rice. With me Ackee, Susumba, saltfish. Who want a piece of saltfish bone here? Right, see it? Good. Nice. Turn off my stove now. Knock the pot. For a lot of love. So I'm turning off this now. And it will finish steaming in. But this I'm going to give it a little while longer. Okay. Okay, this is the ending of this brown stew chicken here. Nice. I'm going to take out the pepper before I get in trouble. The chicken is nice and tender. Look here. Nice and tender. Very good. And here is my seasoned rice with Ackee and Susumba. So I'm going to turn off the stove under this, under the chicken, and then now I'm going to make a plate. Now, friends and family, you won't see I am sharing any plate for my husband or for my son because they're not going to eat this. More for me. Making a plate for myself. More for me. Thank you. And Pops will come around and make his plate. So, here is my Ackee seasoned rice. Oh, look at that. Knocking all my little bowl. See there? And I'm going to put myself a piece of chicken in there. Going to do a piece of chicken wing and a piece of chicken back. And this will be mine. Come, honey. Come help yourself. Friends and family, this is what my Ackee and Susumba seasoned rice boils down to be, right? That is so delicious. So I'm going to ask God to bless this food for us and close our video. Father Jesus, for what we're about to receive, we give thee thanks. Bless this food, Lord, and let it be of great nourishment to our bodies. We ask to thee in Jesus' name. Amen. Wow. Nice. Nice. Delicious. You like it?
Yes, good.
Thank you all for watching. This is 5 pounds of goat meat. Ram goat meat. Cut into nice cut bonnet pepper.
When did you start cooking?
I was a young girl. We are going on a hayride today. And I met her here last week and we became friends since then.
Auntie Pauline, you're too abrupt.